Hello, entrepreneurs. Today we are going to talk about another topic which is SME listing. So, as a CFO service provider, as a virtual CFO provider, most of the time our SME asks questions to us that should we go for SME listing or not? What are the advantages and disadvantages of going for the SME listing? So, friends, we will talk first the criteria. What are the various criteria to get a company listed? So, the post issue paid up capital shall not be more than 25 crores. Net worth of company should be positive. The net tangible asset should be 1.5 cr, and there should be an existence of company for at least 3 years. So even if it was a partnership firm or it was a proprietorship, the overall existence from proprietor or partnership to the company should be of 3 years. There are few other requirements like company should have a website, the trading facility should be through depository, through demat account, and there shall not be any change in the promoter of the company in preceding 1 year from the date of filing the application for the SME listing. So these are the criteria. So those who meets this criteria, then they come and ask whether what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages. So let us come to first the advantages. When you go for SME listing, you get access to equity capital where you don't have to pay any interest. So that is the biggest advantage, because most of the time SMEs they borrow at a high rate or their borrowings are high. So they can repay their borrowing by raising these equity fund. Another advantage is an SME can unlock their value. The credibility of the company goes up in front of their shareholder, client, employee, government, etc. The SME exchange enhances the visibility of the company. So, there are various advantages of going to the SME listing. Now, let us come close to the pain factor or disadvantage. So, apart from the cost, see, cost of the IPO varies from company to company, and mostly it is dependent on the size of the IPO. So, apart from the administrative or other expenses which is done, the listing expenses are separate. But other compliances, like you once you are listed, then you have to follow the corporate governance. There will be various audit committees, there will be various other committees like remuneration committee. You have to appoint independent director, women independent directors, you have to appoint company secretary, you have to appoint CFO. So it's very cumbersome process. At least you have to go through 6 month to 1 year time in order to prepare all these details which is required for your DRHP which goes to the exchanges. So friends, it is very important that we keep it in mind, all these disadvantages, all these hassles, hurdles, before we take a decision whether we should go for SME IPO or not. But let me tell you good news, the SME IPO is picking up. I think in BSE there are more than 400 companies which are listed under SME category, and companies are able to raise funds successfully through this SME listing route. If you need any assistance, if you want to know more about SME listing, you can get in touch with us. Thank you so much for your time.